Are you ready to learn the best way to generate leads for a consulting business? If as a consultant you're still chasing leads, you're playing the wrong game. Most people think it's about cold outreach or fancy credentials or some irresistible webinar funnel, and that's exactly why they're stuck. What if your next client didn't need convincing because they already trusted you? In this episode, I'm breaking down a lead generation strategy that doesn't require ads, cold messaging, or cold emails, just the courage to teach what you know in the right way. By the end of this episode, you'll see how to position yourself as the obvious choice without ever selling in the traditional sense. Let's dive right in. So let's address some of these common misconceptions. Generating leads for consulting is all about cold outreach or LinkedIn networking. If you're doing those things, and only if they're working, then keep doing them for a time. But I'm going to teach you a better way. There are people that need your help that are actually searching for your help. They're searching for you. They just don't know that you exist. So once you figure that out and these people can start to find you, you don't have to do any of this cold outreach. You need to run ads to get quality consulting leads. So in a similar note, if you're running ads and it's generating leads, then keep doing that for a time. The great advantage to running an ad campaign is you can fine-tune your funnel. You can test different messaging, different landing pages, different offers, different wording, even different pricing. So the ads are really interrupting people. They're not searching for this, but the ads are catching some people. They're going through your funnel, and you can really fine-tune that funnel. Myth number 3, your value isn't clear unless you show credentials or case studies first. You can put the credentials on your about page on your website, and if people really want to know that, they can go there. Case studies are great. Testimonials are fantastic, but when people don't know who you are, you can't start there because that's promoting you, and you don't want to start promoting yourself. What you need to start with is focus on them. What do they need? What are they looking for? And helping them get that. Lead generation becomes effortless when your content educates. The strategy I teach is called the LEAF strategy. I'm going to share with you several details of that strategy here in this episode, and I'll link to another episode up there if you want more information on the LEAF strategy. By creating the right type of educational content, it will filter out the wrong people and attract the right people for your business. Right now, there are people going to Google, YouTube, and ChatGPT, and they're typing in questions. They're doing research on a topic that you are an expert at consulting on. There's a simple way to do research to find what your target audience is asking. What questions are they typing in? So that's step 1, find the questions your target audience is asking. Step 2, make videos that answer those questions. So when people go to Google or YouTube, they're typing in these questions, they're in a what's in it for me mindset. So you're not going to promote to them. You're not going to start out your video and say, hey, this is who I am. These are my credentials. I'm pretty cool. Right? You'd obviously say it a lot better than that, but you don't want to do that. You want to start out and focus on them. Hey, here's the question that I'm going to answer in this video. I'm going to share with you this, this, and this. That really paints the picture of the value you're going to share in the video answering that question. So the experience they have, they type in the question, your video pops up, and they're like, hey, that's exactly what I'm searching for. So now you've convinced them to click on it, and then when the video starts, you're confirming to them, yeah, this is the video that I want. This is what I'm searching for. And then you just give value. You answer their question. You teach and you consult in that video. The good news is you know a lot of information about this person when you do the research right. Instead of just finding basic questions, you're going to find really specific questions. Often these questions have 10 words. So you know if they're a beginner or if they're advanced. And you know specifically how you can help them. So when they watch this episode, you're really helping them in a specific way. If you start with this step, where you're just giving value, they're getting to know who you are, and you're building a relationship with them without them feeling like they're being sold to. That is gold. Like, think about that. Your target audience, these videos are building a relationship with them without them feeling like they're being sold to because you're not selling anything to them. In the world of marketing, you'll hear things about buyer intent. Are they looking for information or are they ready to buy? And when you're doing paid ads, they say don't pay for the information seekers, only go after the people that are ready to buy. And that makes sense in that context because you're paying money to put these ads in front of people, and you don't want your ads in front of people that are only looking for information. But you're a consultant. What you sell is information. So you want to get in front of these information seekers, not through ads. Like, you want buyers to find your ads, your promo videos, but when you're answering these questions, you're putting your information in front of these information seekers. So it allows your exact target audience to find you. You're going to be the authority for your entire niche. You don't want your videos to be a presentation. You want it to be a conversation, just like you're having a one-on-one chat on Zoom. So you don't want to be scripted. Use your regular grammar. You don't need to polish your grammar. And if you need to pause and look up to find the right word and then come back and continue the conversation, that's how we normally talk. Also, share your opinions, share your biases, explain why you think the way that you do. That works as a great filter. The people who are going to be your best clients are going to be attracted to you through that type of content, and the people that would be bad clients are going to be filtered out. Now, as you answer these questions, you can also mix in stories about people who had that same challenge or that same question and how you helped them. So they don't feel like they're being sold to. You're just telling a story about somebody that had the same problem as them and how they got the solution, and they're going to connect you as the one that helped them achieve that outcome. So let me give you a contrast of two different examples. Okay, so an ideal client of yours sees an ad and they watch our promo video, and then you have a conversation. Okay, that conversation, there's going to be a lot of skepticism. But compare that to the other example. Somebody had a question. They found a video that answered that question. They might watch another video on your channel and there's a relationship that's there. They then go to your website and watch an ad, and then they have a conversation with you. These people already trust you. They don't need to ask a lot of questions about the strategy or about you or your credentials. They already trust you. They just want to know how they can work with you. Creating a lot of this how-to type content can really aid your business in that you'll be spending a lot less time answering questions on calls, but really consulting and leading to conversations about them hiring you as their consultant. Can I really generate leads just by teaching on YouTube? The answer is absolutely yes, but there's a catch. You need to have an established business as a consultant. I'm assuming that you've got an existing successful or consulting business with momentum. And whether you've grown this through paid ads or through networking, you've got clients that you're currently consulting. If that is the case, then yes, absolutely, you can just make this educational content and it will grow and it will drive your business. You'll get more and more clients like that. In a very simple way, I can divide a business into 3 areas. So there's kind of the marketing and the lead generation, there's the sales or the lead conversion, and there's the fulfillment. So I'm just talking about step 1. You've got to make sure that you've got all 3 steps figured out. How do I position myself as the #1 consultant in my niche? I'm really excited for you to understand more in depth about the LEAF strategy, because that's what the LEAF strategy does. Once you're very clear on your niche and the exact people that you help achieve that outcome, the LEAF strategy makes it so that anytime somebody goes to Google, YouTube, or ChatGPT asking questions in that niche, they always find you. You're the one that dominates that entire niche. So the next episode that I've created that you need to watch is the LEAF strategy, how to rank #1 on YouTube. Definitely go watch that video next.